Why does it feel like every time we have you on, I've got to do this? Like I've got to remind myself of how tall you are. Chris Sims, everyone from NBC Sports. I don't think people realize how tall you are. You're a tall dude.
I am. I think it's probably the number one thing I get said to me more is, "Well, you're bigger than I thought." And I mean, as you know, there's a lot of big quarterbacks in football. I mean, bigger than me now, too. Yes, I think I catch people by surprise a little bit. I don't know what it is. And, of course, as a quarterback, when you're in the huddle with a bunch of offensive linemen who are giant human beings, you look small no matter how big you are. So I think that distorts people's, perception of it as well.
You know what I get? I always get you're not very big.
Well, yeah,
and I'm like, well,
how big do you want me to be?
Yeah, I don't know. I am what I am.
Well,
but
what are you right now? Just so we know, what do you weigh?
About 228.
Right. So this guy, I mean, when he was training and playing football and really into it, this was a little bigger.
A little bit puffier.
A little puffier, right? Because he was in the weight room. And what'd you play at, like 240?
About 240.
240, right, yeah. Right. And, so that makes sense.
But I'm saying I got those comments even when I was 240.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You're screwed.
So, former quarterback, you mentioned quarterbacks. You know all about quarterbacks. Every year, the combine basically focuses on quarterback, and it sounds like it's a toss-up between Tua and Joe, who's going to go number one overall. What's kind of your overall thoughts on this quarterback class?
Well, I think it's impressive. I mean, the first thing I'll tell you this: I'm on my early stages. I had some little hiccups as far as acquiring all my film this year, so I am on the early stages and haven't got to do a deep dive. Usually, I'm here this week and already prepared to talk about the quarterbacks. Listen, Joe Burrow, be shocked if he's not the number one pick. I would. I mean, hey, everything checks the box. Whether you go into the way he conducts himself at the podium, it's perfection. And then, of course, the way he played, that was a historic year, and he's got everything you want on the field. So I expect him to be the number one pick. Now, the next guy off the board, I think that's going to be a good conversation. Tua, I love Tua's game. Lefty quarterback like me. But the big thing is, okay, when you have a guy like Tua, all right, Justin Herbert, I think, is a guy that's in that category as far as that conversation. So I would not be shocked if it flipped that way, too, to where Tua, people have injury concerns. And just Justin Herbert, I think people look at it and go, ooh, his potential is big time, unbelievable ceiling, to where he could be the surprise guy to go in the top 5 or top 6.
All right, real quickly, we're going to shift from quarterbacks into the Minnesota Vikings. Now I'm going to pose you with a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
If the Vikings walk away with the Lombardi Trophy this year,
right,
it'll be because of what reason?
That is a really good question. I'm going to say that they diversify their offense. Okay, there you go. A little bit. Hey, listen, I love the run game. I love the boots and the play actions. I think you're going to play some defenses that are going to be good at defending that. And as we saw this year, when that didn't work, what else was there to go on? And I think they need something more there to give them a schematical advantage.
That's a great answer. I like it. Thank you very much, Chris Sims, everyone.
Thank you.